Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of the Meticulous Talks Invitational Tournament of Champions. I am, as always, Cursed Chords, and tonight my guests are.
Aracat and
SunDial, also known as Pancake.
That's right.
I mean, I'm awake.
Right. I thought for the finals we should have two commentators rather than just me and somebody else. I can have a break while the game.
that's fair enough. Celestia knows you need one.
Yeah, it's been a fun couple of months. I was personally very happy with the way the tournament's gone.
But it's you sitting here, you gotta do the recording, gotta do the commentary, just work. Kinda like Celestia, huh?
Yeah.
There's a reason it's his favorite.
Okay. Anyway, tonight we have our two finalists. Bugle, who worked his way through the top half of the bracket, defeating first Grand Pause and then Hithroc in the semis. Sorry, that was Josh. Josh played Grand Pause and Hithroc. Bugle played against.
Checks
I'm
notes.
forgetting here for a second. He played against. I am drawing a complete blank. Max in the semifinals. Oh, Pancake. He played against you in the quarters.
Yeah. I didn't watch all the matches, but I'm sure that might have been some of the worst.
Right. And I see that he is here in the chat. Good. Hope to get him in some insight from him, perhaps. And yes, it all culminated down in this matchup.
This matchup right here. How much spice are we talking on a scale of like very to extremely?
Okay. I'll level with you. I've seen spicier games. But still about a 7, probably.
Not bad.
These players came prepared, and there are some interesting decisions from both sides. So, with that, let's take a look at the decks that they're going to be bringing for the first game, which will be the core game.
All right.
Let's start with Bugle. Now, those watching the stream will see that we have a slightly different view deck tonight. Those numbers in white indicate the cards that were sideboarded out. In this case, see the Bugle out of his usual list, out the Terramars and the Yonas.
Okay. Oh, of course, and Bugle knows approximately what he's up against here. Not in specific, but
Well, deck lists were open.
Yes. Players did get a chance to inspect the opponent's list prior to.
Yeah.
Right. So they do. Yeah, Bugle does know like what the two things he could be up against here are.
I mean,
let's see.
And
let me take a look at this real quick here.
It seems like a reasonable takeout.
Yeah,
Terramar is one of the best versatile cards, but he's really kind of mid-range as far as things go, and these battles look to me to be a bit more grindy than he would be useful in.
The Yona, the Terramar one, I'm not real surprised. He just hasn't seen a ton of play in general.
Yeah.
Which, it's a very versatile card, but it just never seems to quite deliver the value needed here. I'm a little surprised at the Yona takeout here, but looking at the options for Josh, I'm not. I guess I can't really fault that because all the stuff that he'd probably hit in both of the lists is not really something Bugle wants to be putting back in his hand.
Like there's only one target in both lists that it's worth hitting, and you have other options to deal with that. So as powerful as she is, the deck the meta has kind of warped around her a little bit, even without it fully being vocalized. That's been happening.
Worth pointing out that in this particular matchup against Josh's Thorax list, that is matchup, Bugle isn't necessarily going to be always using Tempest Shadow to flip his own unit. Offensive flip back to start against Thorax can devastate on occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a piece of tech that we've seen a little bit more as Thoraxes. I will neglect to hiss here, but yeah.
You may have reason to over the course of the match. Speaking of, let's have a look at Thorax at Josh's list. So, Thorax Farm, mono yellow.
And then
Also taking the Yonas out. Okay.
Yeah. One thing that is actually very, very, I guess it's not surprising to me, but to see a farm without Pony of Shadows is next to blasphemy in the modern set. But Thorax isn't looking to get those high-powered friends out of it, and 7 is a little bit high of a flip to go up against. So, with point acceleration.
Thorax much more liking the little friends, able to do aggro on occasion, able to do aggro in addition to the farm.
Yeah, and I think this looks like a very similar decision here. The Tough Loves and Yon is just not real good against anything Bugle's fielding here.
Between the two of them, I think we'd expect Josh's deck to be the faster one, probably. Bugle playing the control a little bit.
Well, Bugle's normally going to have a little bit more of a control aspect to his decks. He's not what I would call a glass cannon aggro player by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
All right.
I don't think I can really fault the Tempest removal either. It's maybe a little... I guess that's in there as a tech card, and the one of against the possibility of Bugle's Thorax isn't great, I guess. Can't really fault that.
Yeah.
All right, well, with that, I believe I'll get to it. I will step aside. Let you have the...
Oh, Bugle just talking shade in chat here. Nice. Alright, what do we got here?
That's a mulligan.
I have to.
That was fast.
This a bit. This is complex.
All right.
That's
No
not...
yellow entry.
What do I do?
Yeah, it's not looking particularly good there because that's Candlelit
Just
Citizens.
make my decisions for me.
That would work.
Going to keep.
I think I missed who's going first here.
Okay, I will pass.
Love it.
Well, that answers that
Looking
question.
forward to a good, honest game here. No shame, however this
Yeah.
goes. Pass. Pick
Early
yours.
Thorax flip. Well, turn 2 at least.
Yeah, there is a slight danger of Bugle
I'll
managing
pass.
to drop a troublemaker first here, but it seems that that's not going to be a problem.
Yep. A draw too late. Of course, the geese would have been a solve to that, so it's not horrific. But
Yep. Bug ball sit strategy.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
fancy.
citizens.
All right.
Yeah, why not? You know.
oh, that's right. Citizens can do that.
You could just put them to
Citizens.
home.
Yes, it can.
I could, but this way I can It face off strong.
I guess.
It's barely relevant.
I am not stopping you with my one rack.
I appreciate that. Chase or anything. Back to you.
All right. Well, we got a flip trader. That's good so far, although this is going to make Bugle have to really think about what he wants to do with his Tempest.
I swear, the Bugle's deck shuffler just does not like him in any way, shape, or form. Because he now has 4 of his top end cards in his first 8 cards.
Yeah.
And 1 tech card. And the Meadowbrook Mask. So
He's got 3 resource removal. Oh, and 1 piece in hand. It's going to be interesting to see if Bugle tries to drop the Meadowbrooks here.
well, he'll have to be able to play them first.
Yeah, and it's his only resource against a admittedly yellow deck, so that doesn't seem like a great move.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Oh my god. Did you sideboard
Biding his
yourself into
time
a
here.
combo deck somehow?
It was always a combo
That
deck.
would've- Oh,
Okay,
that would have
I
been
mean-
funny.
I didn't mean to insult. I meant an OTK deck.
I feel like she'd probably get
Silliest
some kind of
card to
award
win,
for that
really.
hand right there. It's just, I've got a bunch of 2-0s.
Only for aesthetic reasons. I'll try to take a point.
Go for it.
4 pair.
And then pass.
Read 'em and weep.
There we go.
That's going to be handy.
Yep.
Uh,
It's probably just, man, until Bugle gets something, this might just be you just sit on the problem until, for a bit.
It's only so long you can do that. I mean, at this point, it didn't really seem like there was a point to continue playing that game. You might as well just get started here.
troublemaker.
Hate it.
An early Solano flip isn't great because your opponent will always be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah. I'm not sure about this Tempest.
Go ahead.
It won't be
Okay.
doing. Oh, he's just using it for the point excel. Okay.
Yeah, I think
Not
he's going to be
trying to-
doing that on his own there.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if
I guess he
use
does have the stop
Canterlot's
fighting to prevent the
Mhm.
confront that
and
way.
then their strength changes. Does their contribution change?
I have no idea.
I happen to be expecting tricks.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think Bugle's really going to mind
Well,
if
do
he
your
drops a dilemma
shenanigans.
because that just means he's not going to get a face-off against the Tempest.
I'll do the
Yeah.
shenanigans I dare to do.
And put
There's relatively fewer now.
Thorax back at home and flipped.
Well, it does depend a little bit on what he does with the Tempest, but it's more, I think it'd be more
Those
concerning if he
shenanigans,
faced off against it
nonetheless.
because that's just a point, and then at that,
Yeah.
maybe you're looking at a DFO following it.
Or
No reason to give up that point for free.
do it. Yeah.
What is he gonna do though?
Growling
He's just not
critters.
finding any yellow entry.
Okay.
They're always there.
Make some tokens.
Sure.
Will enter the score phase.
Go for it.
Put citizens at growling.
Yep.
Growling
Go for it.
and buckball.
Yep.
Okay.
Oof.
That's not a I don't think that's a bad flip on either side.
I mean, you're never happy to see a bunyip go to the bottom.
True, but like, at what stage is Bugle even going to be able to
I'll find a Fluttershy.
play it? And that is true. He was able to. The DFO did get him the.
That's why nothing's been
Fluttershy.
happening.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Let's see. So this is now a little bit more spicy because the Tempest could be used very effectively here.
Yeah, and that's what I was commenting earlier.
I'll turn Thorax over.
Yeah, Thorax is now
Small.
Dino.
small, blocked, and it's an 8 confront on the other side.
Yeah. I mean, he does have 2 more dilemmas in hand, so that's not going to be terrible to get him back
Fluttershy,
online,
any
but
responses?
Nope.
well below the point threshold, so none of that.
Chaser
Uh-oh.
and Flutter.
Got some cuties on the
Okay.
table.
Not the
Yep.
great one, but still a good one.
So we've got Calming 2 and kind of an inverse wildfire there.
Geese.
Spicy.
Welcome to the first annual Geese Off.
Scoreface.
Yours?
Front
Between
one.
both decks, there are 3 in hand.
Dash.
Oh, and that's the free bonus point. Ouch.
Yes, it
Off of,
is.
Moon.
And that gets rid of the Tempest. That's
Uh,
pretty good.
Confront.
Unless he decides to flip down the Tempest.
Yours?
Okay. I will retire Guard Geese.
But
to turn this
no,
over.
he does.
Or
Wasn't
is
sure if he was
even
going
with
to
1
do
fewer
that.
strength somehow.
I mean, that'll get some acceleration out of it, which is fine.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Solano is flipped, so
Okay.
it's going to be.
Have at.
And he's now far enough into blue
I
that I
should
don't
pay
think
for
he
that
really
Blushy
minds
Dash.
if.
Yeah,
Yes,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Okay. Troublemaker, I wonder what it could be.
That problem is looking rather inviting here. What can we do here?
Josh is looking to be more on the aggro train, I feel, but his hand is full of farm.
Yeah, let's see here. He's got enough stuff that.
Well, Bugle's also sitting on that stop fighting to maybe prevent a flip off of. Yeah, I was thinking about this play. Does he do both?
Interesting, because he's got. I think he's still got enough to attempt to do a DFO here.
Geese.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nope. He's going to block
Let's
the flip, I think. Although that gives Bugle a very nice.
Yeah, he's got another plushie
yeah,
dash, and I.
let's scare the geese.
Geese are spooked.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Interesting.
The card's so good that no one even realizes it's got an extra Griffin part.
You can clearly still do it,
Well,
but
let's see, in Bugle's deck.
There's no Griffins, I checked.
Nope, no more Griffins. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just good value even at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See, now with that, I don't think he can pull off the line of play I saw for the DFO.
well, I imagine it involved
You get the
song
friends.
card.
The friends are always there to make a bunch of tokens, and then
Yeah.
you can use the defend the hive to scoot Thorax over and contribute
I
enough
think I
power
have
to
to
the
leave it
swaying sea
at one
ponies.
for guard geese,
Oh,
but
okay.
no additional actions from there. Back to you.
Oh, really?
Which would have been a
Okay.
5-point turnaround, but then
Yeah.
yeah, that might not have been fast enough. I think that's probably why he's not doing
Game
that.
4. Draw a card. Anything before
Would it have been
Dollmaker?
stopped by the stop fighting?
What is the rec on that? That's a 5. Yeah, I think a stop fighting probably would have been able to stop that.
Yeah.
Is that your thinking or?
Oh, no, sorry.
And I guess the
no.
other
Oh, okay. Yeah.
the other nice thing here is
Oh,
he's got
never
enough
mind,
random
okay.
yellow stuff that he's not real worried about Rex either.
Yeah. Although that 3-point out there, leaving that for Bugle is going to be not a good situation at all. But I suppose that's why he's keeping the guard geese up to flip and block the.
Let's see.
Yeah, so Bugle either has to commit to getting rid of that face-up geese, or
I don't think he can do either at the moment.
well, it's more important that he can't do both.
Knowing that is more likely to be a Chrysalis or a Grogar than anything else, I don't know that I want to go there or anything. It's very scary.
The threat of the goose.
Philly Racers?
Good ones. No response.
That's going to be fairly annoying.
Brian,
All right, not bad.
your turn.
Right.
Decent protection against
action.
disruption.
Card.
Would you like to
How many
turn
of
my
those does he
Tempest
have?
Shadow face down?
This is the perfect time. Yes. Nah, that's all right.
Okay.
Ah.
He's got a full
Tempest
rack
goes
of 3.
away.
Yep.
Yeah, Josh is definitely. Bugle's swing turn was just so massive once he got the entry. Yes.
Okay.
Well, this is going to be interesting here, and I don't think
Move.
Josh has a whole
Thorax.
ton that he can do to
What?
defend against.
Not expect me to move Thorax?
No, not there.
Seeing those are moves, I believe.
Hold up a critter.
Sure.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Like the place to be.
8 seemed harder than 5, that's all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's like
Yeah.
only 3 harder than 5. And I will
Don't
make
do
more
it.
friends.
Sure.
Oh, right, that's the wrong CC and flitter.
Very friendly
Okay,
guy.
that's
and
cool.
they're always
Friends
there.
are
Yeah.
always there, especially when.
No calling on that one.
Yep, and then citizens can just contribute from home as usual. Yeah, I think he kind of had to do that because he's really got to do something, or Bugle's got a pretty decent chance to just bust through and cause a big mess here.
Yeah. As is. Oh no, I guess he does have the guard geese to turn down. Chrissy should.
This is what
So
stupid
there's
people
There's no way to
Yes,
get
he
through Chrissy easy.
do. Maybe I shouldn't do it then. That's a bold thought.
Well, you won't be able to farm her at least.
But you'd be also using your dash, your plushie dash, in order to get over there, which is a huge
How about
investment
a
resource.
one troublemaker here?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh,
Just because
okay.
the goose is on the table like this isn't great.
And I
If
will
if the geese
enter the
geese
score
weren't on the
phase,
table, Bugle
have to
have
confront
to look at
sway.
that and be like,
You can
well,
confront sway.
if it works, that's
He's
a lot
big
of
again.
points.
Hooray!
I think it's
Which is
12.
part of the
think I have
reason that I think it's very important that the
9
trader
small
gets
guys. Yeah.
flipped up and up to power here, because
And I also
that's a
get a point
huge
even.
disincentive to cause a
You
DFO.
do.
Although that Grogar is
That
gonna
Right.
frighten down
Yep,
those
back to you.
critters
Okay.
if Bugle doesn't do anything.
So get to ready
I'm not
these
sure
guys
why
too.
he played it.
Let's see here.
Well, sometimes you got to go for the spicy play.
I have a strange feeling if I try and confront swaying the sea ponies, I won't. It's a very, very strange feeling.
I mean, if you try to single confront, I'd probably let you, if we're being honest here. Don't see how that could go poorly for me.
How about now?
All right. Then your
Yeah,
sinking
'cause
feeling
I
probably
believe
has a point.
Bugle has seen both of the friends are always theirs in the discard pile, as well as the one that got flipped. So if he's keeping
Yeah.
track of that, that's actually pretty safe.
Yeah,
That's
I think the only
probably
response
not
then would
Grogar.
be a
That just seems like
yeah,
it
a
would be
meadow
really
book,
bad for you.
provided he kept
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I mean that's a little bit more ouch, because now you've got a body in play and potentially your troublemaker's gone.
A1.
Bugle also
Tell your
mentions that how bold the Grogar to that problem was. Although I suppose what he was counting on was using the geese to flip it up, not trigger the villain and then face it off that way.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pass there actually.
Sure, that's fair. Well,
I think this is also kind of interesting. Bugle is sitting on a bunch of tokens and also his unflipped Solano here.
Card.
Oh yeah.
Because as the game goes on, Joshington's going to forget
Show
that
me
happened, and then Bugle's going to be
Chrysalis.
like, surprise!
Use geese.
Oh.
I don't want that to.
I'm shocked and appalled
Fair
that he
enough.
doesn't want. Can't do anything about the.
Yeah, with the mask there, that's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, he also doesn't have any resource removal in
Would you
hand,
like
so
to
this is.
I mean, I suppose there's frighteningly little harm to be done by challenge.
Let's see, and this is prior to the Father of Monsters rotation.
On average, 1 higher than you, though. It's not 3.
That is true.
We're
You know,
both
with
So
that immediate
that's
speed banish.
That is, yeah,
No,
that is
I'm
actually
bimodal,
immediate speed
you're
Grogar here.
heavy. You know what? I'll challenge.
That makes
Grogar.
things a little bit more interesting.
Okay.
All right, I don't think.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
no, that
I
bunyip's
don't
kind of
like
painful
losing
now.
that bunyip, not going to lie.
The first one I
Thankfully ain't
think was
bad
fine
with
in the
the
situation.
non-bunyip.
The second one is gonna be a little bit rougher.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pay to draw.
Okay.
What is that? A Yona? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's a Yona in there.
Well, he did keep one in, and now that I think about it,
One
actually,
more.
that's not a terrible play,
Okay.
because he
Things are getting
can
scary.
start hitting stuff that have been increased in power off of Philly Racers.
Well, I guess
Okay.
things didn't
Oh.
get scary. That's why you turned Grogar over with the geese.
It would have been a bit spookier.
I think he kept a.
Problematic. One more draw. Right, past you.
Pass to me. Okay.
That mask is being rather annoying at the
4
moment.
card.
Yeah, it is, but
Okay.
that's
What to
kind of
do
what its
here?
job is there for.
Yep.
Just yikes. I mean, the real spicy play would be to pull out a Novo and pull a Diamond Song here, but unfortunately, he didn't have any of those. Take a look at this. Tilt my head the other way for a bit here and take a look at this from Bugle's perspective for a while.
You just drop one of the Nile Brooks. And can you move up for a double confront?
You have.
I'm
zero
sure it was too
exile.
easy,
That's
Bugle,
interesting.
but
It's true.
you have two troublemakers you're
Majority of your
facing
friends
down.
are less than 2.
Yeah, it's an 8.
Also
so...
true. Makes 2 on the team work better that way.
Yep.
I think the main problem here is he's not real sure what Joshington's got for disruption.
Okay, I think we're going
Yeah.
to challenge Chrysalis.
That's fun.
Yeah, because all the geese are all gone now too.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so 10.
Oof,
I
that
have
Meadowbrook
3.
flip hurts.
Yeah. Especially
Exhaust
if you had just
Dispel
one more
Erasers.
draw.
See, I think
Pay 2.
Plushy Dash comes down here. Yeah.
Get enough to.
I'll move this
That?
and this. Selena will trigger 2 on the team.
Okay. I probably would have moved Fluttershy instead of Seleno there, but sure.
Okay.
14 with flip. With flip.
I mean, that does also
I
mean
count
he can
6
just shove a pair of.
Oh, Meadowbrook's nice.
Good point. 14. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that too. But
Yours.
Okay. Goodbye, Guard Geese.
Oh, that's right. Fluttershy would be 3.
Alrighty. Let's exhaust this Philly Racer. Going to main phase. Exhaust this Philly Racers.
one of the Meadowbrooks, I
Pay
think
2.
here.
Meadowbrook.
Yeah, and then the
Yep.
Meadowbrook comes down.
You got yours. Oh yeah, did I need that last turn?
Let's see. I'm at 7
It'll be
power
able
over.
to-
No. Yeah, 7 power over there right now.
To be fair, Bugle, this deck that you have is very, very set up
Oh.
to counter farm. Like its very nature is very anti-farm in a lot of neat ways.
Okay, what are we looking at here? 5 points off the confront, assuming he wins this, which he probably will.
Yep, and then so he should just can he just flip Solano and be done with the game?
I think the big money play here is flip Solano and agile Solano over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll play 2 on the team then.
Sure.
Let's see, does
Score
that work?
phase?
Yeah, I think that also works.
Confront.
Yep.
Face off.
Okay. It's fine.
Oh,
But,
okay, sure. Okay.
Reveal points on board next turn with your man.
Yeah. Okay.
If it weren't for the
I think that's
mask,
the
I
GG call
actually
there.
had points on board to win that turn.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to have the mask. Not gonna lie.
Shocked and appalled.
Yep. That was a very, very bursty game back and forth.
What do you think? Well, I guess you just told me what you thought.
Long story short, that was a lot closer than it looked. But it'll be interesting to see what we move on to.
Uh-oh. Oh, here comes trouble.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Sorry, you saw that. I was going to ask you, given that Bugle played quite hard in both the Harmony matches before, to guess what deck he was playing in this game.
Well, I would say Twihard, but did he finally decide to show off a bit more?
Did
Or-
choose play Highguard instead.
Just was sick and tired of
Well, so my understanding is, and this is actually one of the kind of spicy decisions that Bugle made, it was that given that he is up a game, he wanted to save Twihard for a possible game 3.
Ooh, fair. I figured he just
Yes.
didn't want to grind out 2 hours of a game, so he wouldn't have to play it that long.
Well, I mean,
'Cause-
there is a bunch of like game theory stuff that you can apply to. Do you use your best deck in round 2? And in some cases, I figure there'd probably be some instances where if you're up a game, you look at round 2 and go, I think I have a better shot with the other set of decks, so I'm just going to throw this one when we're going to go to game 3.
Well, the other thing is Twihard is such a devastatingly brain cancerous deck that
I
with
smell some bias here.
it being a second game, Josh would go to the very end, right? So it's a deck that he would have to be able to win with. He couldn't just force the concede, so to speak.
Well,
So
right.
going
There is
the other way with the other deck lets him have a chance, and also means that he's got a deck that's got some speed to it, rather than and having the option for a third game rather than not having it.
Now, the other piece
Right.
of it was Bugle did have a read on the choice that Josh was going to make. Given that Josh is the game down, he pretty much has to bring out his top deck, Harmony Max.
Yeah.
Which, have a quick look at it here. Josh's deck that he calls Cravancor. The deck that I have inaccurately labeled upon the Reddit as Chaos Control. Again, it is not Chaos Control, it is Mistname Combo. And
Yeah, so we've got the usual all the action tokens thing going on here, but he does have an element of chaos control in here. It's not very strong, admittedly, but the combination of Fernando and Magicite and Hooves means that if you're trying to farm against this, you're not going to have a great time.
Yep. It's got a counter against farm, counter against anything else that is more friend based, and then lots of the AT and blocking game.
one other thing that I can point out is despite this being a 50-card list, you will note that he has only sideboarded out 3 cards, explicitly chosen a 47-card deck.
Interesting. He might be afraid of mill, perhaps.
Also, potentially believes the game will just go on very long.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. What else would he take out of here? I'm not. The stuff that got removed, I'm not incredibly surprised. The Zakora's, I'm not real sure what to say about that one. It's one of the least reliable action token games he's got.
Yeah. But Zakora is a card that, if it isn't answered, it is incredibly powerful. But being a 3 cost, if it does get answered, it does set you behind.
Right.
So having it in there as a potential against some decks, I can see why. But
Yeah, and with the benefit of knowing what's in Bugle's options here, gonna be honest, I wouldn't expect any real key friends to stay around real long. That's gonna be a minor annoyance at most, I think.
yeah.
And especially with knowing what Bugle's running. Um,
Oh yes, speaking of the deck that Bugle chose, the other thing that Bugle mentioned at the point of the stream was that this also means that he will have played all 4 of his decks on stream for the tournament, which is something that
yes.
nobody else will have done yet. Josh still has a chance to. Yeah, wait.
All right. So I think if the Discord has talked about this a little bit, but I want to call out these 3 of these key cards here. Bodyguard, Belly Flop, and Trenderhoof. This is just dumb.
Oh.
Okay, so what's going on here is he can belly flop something, and preferably there's a unicorn token, wherever Trenderhoof is. But he belly flops the unicorn token into something on the opposite side of the field. So that's 1 AT, and then he pays another token off Trenderhoof as the unicorn token leaves play to recover the belly flop. And the thing that just left play creates another unicorn token off of Bodyguard. So what's happened is he's spent 2 tokens and something has disappeared off his opponent's side of the field. And you can just do this as long as you've got tokens. So who remembers Bulk Portal?
Oh. Hey, this is at least 3 cards.
It is at least 3 cards.
But to be
But
fair,
it's only 2 colors.
and all 3 cards are cards you would reasonably play anyways.
Yeah, the Trenderhoof, and personally, I'm not a big fan of bodyguards, but I know Bugle really enjoys that card and has used it to great effect.
Yeah.
So not real surprised here. Let's see what we got for sideboard choices though.
Tender Taps and Breezy Rarity.
Breezy Rarity. That's a card I've not heard in a long time.
You win a face-off involving this card, score a point. Is that literally just aggro acceleration in this deck? So I'm not seeing any ways to really cheese it.
Well, you can get it back with
Tender.
Tenderhoof or Tender Taps if you in your deck.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't. Yeah, because you can't hack Unicorn onto Rarity there. That would be really funny. But given the sideboarding choices, I suspect that Tender Taps and the Breezy were intended as a package that is just not going to be applicable here.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
good to see Party of One back. Everyone
Oh,
loves that card.
True.
it is a good card. It's its problem is it's in Harmony. That's mostly why people haven't seen it that much.
Yeah.
Let's see, and then this is Bugle playing. Yeah, this is Bugle's just gonna love this. This whole deck just screams Bugle just giggling with glee.
An apt way to put it.
All right.
Yeah, see, the only major problem I'm seeing here is there's only 2 singing barrels and not 6.
There's 4. There's two torch songs in there.
Fair enough. Possible I may have objected a little bit to 6 rails that is legal on multiple levels for this tournament.
Mm,
I'm sure some part of Bugle's soul crushed when he heard that.
All right. Well, are you ready for game 2?
Let's go.
let us descend into madness.
It's fine.
Oh,
Got,
sure. Okay.
Reveal points on board next turn with your main.
Yeah. Okay.
If it weren't for the mask, I actually had points on board to win that turn.
Yeah, I was pretty happy to have the mask. Not gonna lie. I want to see my. Wow.
Wow.
That was a sudden and jarring transition.
I'm
I
going
see
to
Every
Bugle is
time.
sticking with his play mat.
Look at all this pie. No guard, just pie.
All the pine.
Wow.
Guard. No shame in that.
No, that's going bye-bye. Up, double
Well,
trading tradition
definitely not a
start,
keep
as is
plan.
tradition.
Alrighty.
I
Oh,
love.
wow.
Oh my.
I'm fishing.
Maybe Bugle wants his last hand.
I'd like to choose a color for trading traditions.
Well,
Okay. Could have told you my mulligan decision first, but I
Oh.
will be keeping.
Oh, fair enough.
2 hours, 12 minutes to go.
Oh yeah, that's just goodness on Josh's side.
Imagine we won't take
Yeah.
that long, luckily.
I actually
Let's
have to
see
make a
here.
decision.
What's his ramp
I
gonna
guess you
be?
could choose white, but why would you?
I could. I literally have the choice to. I think that's what really.
You can
So
go
factory jack.
paper twi first.
I wish.
I think that's
this
going to be a
does
reasonable
not work
first
out
option.
so well
Is
that
flip
I can
Tempest,
just
paper
mulligan
twi.
Factory Jack.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, that's
know,
actually
sometimes you gotta
bad
do
here
it.
because Sky Star is too dangerous. I think.
I'm
Bite
so
the
used to you
bullet.
just not doing
again.
I'm gonna go find the grubber.
It's my by
Yeah.
far preferred strategy. Yes. Stop.
Oh,
Oh,
Grogar.
all right.
Concede yet? Back to you.
Okay.
I mean, that is a thing Tempest
take
can do.
Yeah.
Draw a card.
I think he's thinking he just wants to protect
Seashells.
his trading
dare you.
traditions for a little bit.
Put seashells at Grogar?
Yeah.
Let me think about that real quick.
Yeah. I mean, with the advent of Fire
Uh,
of Friendship, it's always a
go
little
ahead.
bit risky to go down that line of play.
Okie dokie.
And Bugle is, of course, running 3 of those.
Card.
Yeah.
Ogre. So silly. Like, sure, I'm starting with Grubber, but in a roundabout way. Okay, yeah, I should probably be writing things
What do
down,
you take
shouldn't I?
here?
Some of this I think I might
let's see,
not
he
be
went
able to
white on
forget.
Probably the rarity.
See it when I close my sleep or my eyes tonight to sleep.
Let's see. I think it's either the rarity or the bodyguards here. It depends a little bit on.
But gonna write it down.
I really don't think he wants to give up anything in his hand, so it's probably going to be the rarity.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for the rarity, I think just knowing how Bugle usually runs and the color that he picked, I think the bodyguards is the obvious other choice.
Hmm.
He just gets like,
Also,
that's one.
staring down 2 party of 1s, just knowing your opponent has that is like one of those things
This is
where
interesting.
you have to keep it in your mind, and then how you fish out
mean, it's not
threats
that
is going to be
interesting.
very different.
Hit Soprano.
Soprano.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
the other way you can do that is it'd be a little bit
Bodyguard is a
difficult
really
here.
good card.
See, he
but
can't. He's only got 2
Soprano
grubbers,
is
right?
filling a lot of niches right now.
Yeah, he's only got
Yeah.
2 grubbers. Okay.
2 grubbers.
Anything else?
Yes, in fact. I'm a play a broken
Like cover to
card.
cover. Yeah.
It's kind of awful in Harmony. Back to you.
And no one is surprised.
Yeah.
Let's see, yeah. He can also answer something with a nap cakes here if he needs to.
Well, I guess I'm not going to not do it. You have the bailout.
Missing some wreck
I
there, buddy.
do.
Okay.
I have to make a discard that I really don't want to do.
That Skystar's
Makes you feel
boosted
any
side. What's
better.
going on here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I don't
entry.
have the rec for that yet. Well, I guess
Thank
I
you.
would flipped first then.
You
You
wasted
comfortable
your
with
time
that?
and
Yeah.
battered him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make a decision that is a hard decision. Is, and this is true, the worst kind. Oh,
What do
my
you
God.
discard?
It's not Miss Main, and it's not Okay.
Dang.
Go ahead.
Right.
I don't think I can
Well,
really
Right.
fault
parachute
that.
either, I guess.
The other thing he'd be
Meticulous.
looking at here is
This-
maybe Torque Wrench,
Shift, yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's his
Hmm.
only resource removal, I think.
Fairly good.
He's got another one. The question is does Bugle have anything worth getting rid of as resources? It's all just entry
Okay.
and Sea Breeze. So Torque Wrench was
Yeah, I
probably
guess
the better
there's-
option.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that they have full deck knowledge of the opponent here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's ask cover to cover for an action.
It's too often that I'm on the floor, like helping run events during top 8 than being on the stream commentating.
Aww.
What was that about broken cards?
Cover for an action.
Too many of them are AT generators. That is a first draft, first pick card this in draft, despite it being 2-color entry forcing.
I don't believe that's adequate here. I think it's more like you take
going
this. It
to
doesn't matter
go
when you see
to
it. You just
end
take it.
turn.
Fourth
Pick
pack,
one.
third pick.
Whatever,
I
I'm taking it.
Okay.
You're gonna
I am
pass that. I'm gonna
reshifting
take it.
Active.
everything in my deck
Gain 2.
for this card.
Draw a card.
Well, you don't even need to use it. You just don't want anyone else to have it. It's just like, why did I get this passed to me? I'm taking it.
You will
Yeah.
half ready, I guess. Or they will half ready. There are 2 of them.
He's probably gonna need to staff them down, maybe. Well, he's got the
Yep,
orange out.
I will play
but-
bodyguard to home.
Ooh,
Faster.
bodyguard party of 1.
Okay.
Hey, I keep my board.
Yeah, he's aiming that way, isn't he?
Yep. 2 turns, but that is certainly a massive
well,
threat.
2 actions, some readies. Bust this immediately. I'll take
Sure.
my meticulous trigger. Probably going on bottom no matter what. Put it on bottom. Card.
Yep.
Is there a window to
I will banish.
do an immediate
Rogar.
before
Yep.
meticulous triggers?
No,
I thought
I won't.
No. Okay. Grogar will sit there.
No, there is not.
yeah, okay.
The
Yeah.
start of turn
Rogar
triggers
will sit there.
always happen at the start of the priority window where you can first play immediates, which is after you ready and gain action tokens.
Right. I mean, it probably wasn't that big of a deal, but it was just one of those things I noticed. Wait a second.
No, I don't think that's going to be like. I would be very surprised if anyone chose to contest that unless unless the presence of that extra action
main
token
phase.
changed something about what you did.
Yeah.
But you know you're going to do that because that's just what you do with Factory Jack.
Yep.
Like the only time I think I'd have a problem with that is that if something about the
2 for Doc.
like
2 for
putting
the
it on
Doctor.
top of your deck or something mess with it.
I really
but,
wanted this card.
Ah.
What is this card? Ah, of course.
Boy.
All right, it
Bam.
begins.
Okay.
To staff.
Bodyguards is the only legit
Staff
target
buff.
here.
Reverse flips.
It's Fernando. Hey, how did I guess?
You're a genius.
Okay.
You might just say
Well,
would have been fairly good.
I'll get this.
Tires.
Yep.
Does make a unicorn token though.
Yep.
And you.
My turn? Okay.
Okay, there we go. Aw, she's so cute. Let's see though. That is a fully ready Snips and Snails though. That's concerning.
Yeah. But the target in which you'd want to use it on would be the one that Grogar is at. And that's
Yeah, and
getting rid of his flight.
It's also less valuable at this point because he's already into orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, time to take the gamble. I'll exhaust. Well, I'll go to main phase. Oh, you
Alright.
don't have
Oh,
an
yeah.
EAT. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll exhaust.
Nope. I'm letting you. It's all good. Basically, takes out your board, so it's okay.
Ooh,
Willing to take
That's
the
pretty
gamble
good.
as well, basically.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Ah, okay. I am at your end.
Alright,
of
let me
turn. I'm going to
flip around here and take
Sure.
a look at this from the other direction. All right, another troublemaker.
really need
Or
Fernando right now.
Grogar here.
Um,
I don't know. This is
Okay.
kind of tricky. We'll see.
Actions. Ready. This one, I'll do Meticulous. I guess.
I like how Bugle's hand keeps
Take a
hovering
draw.
over the soprano. That is one very neat thing about TTS, being able to see what they're focusing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, troublemaker phase.
It's Grogar.
It's not.
Oh, it's not Grogar.
Mimics. All
I
right.
spooked at you,
Ooh.
okay?
Fair enough.
What do you call? I mean, obviously, from our knowledge, we'd always call it events.
I think you call events
Not
here
want to be
almost
board
regardless.
wiped.
Just knowing how Bugle tends to run these things in event-heavy decks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that you know what.
And looking at his
Type
deck,
I'm
there's
gonna
no
call.
troublemakers, and the entry is
Okay.
all
I
have
just.
zero idea.
The resources are not
So-
particularly
Action.
Yeah.
impactful. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you just call events here without thinking too much.
There's nothing good to stick. Do I
That
want
lingering
Yeah.
modifier was always one of the
Seashell?
weirdest things to try and consistently remember.
Funsies.
Yeah. I mean, I've got opinions about mimics, but
I think that a lot of people have opinions about mimics.
yeah, let's see. Oh, and Beagle does point out that from the grubber earlier on, he does know at minimum about the double party of one and at least one of the Pinky's presents, if not both.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, this
don't know why this
is
is such a hard
this is not great
choice.
for Bugle right now.
Nope.
I will not. I'm
Nothing
going
anyway.
to use Doc Hooves.
Oh yeah, you want to get the.
Oh,
Fernando
and then
back at the very
now he's
least.
got the
Ally Shuffle.
AT gain too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, he's got a little bit of a control engine
This on
online.
top. But
Yeah.
hey,
Oh, you actually didn't side those out. Interesting.
it's a good
I thought
card.
that was an obvious side out in this matchup.
I don't know why, actually. They're fine.
Because it's only good with not very many cards in your deck.
I'm not sure I agree.
Let's see here.
And I figured you just needed other things in this matchup.
Bugle, you've drawn
Well, I
poorly
have no idea what
both
you're talking
games.
about. I don't need anything. I can beat you with 8
Part of
hands
the card
tied behind my
sometimes.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of hands. Or,
How many of them are yours?
like, I guess one of them.
Yeah, Tempest is
I
already
have to
exhausted.
think if
Otherwise, it might be
do
worth
the aggressive play now.
maybe sticking one of the
I think
seashells just to
I
reduce his options.
don't want to at all.
I mean,
Should anyway.
maybe, but opportunity cost. My only concern on it.
I'm gonna play Dark
Ooh,
Punch.
okay.
Hey, look, Tempest is a Twilight.
Back to you.
All right. I'll take 2.
The real question is, where's a Nightmare Star when you need it?
Okay. Who could have seen that coming?
Really smart people.
Ooh.
I believe I will pass.
Fair enough. 2 actions.
It's gonna be interesting because he's got that
Bunch of
soprano.
these. What's this for an action? Meticulous.
Oh, that soprano is actually going to
bottom.
be very key because that can block the
Right
misname
card.
loop.
Yeah, so having seen what he's up to
Toss
here,
Twilight for an action.
Okay.
admittedly, it doesn't block it. It just means that he has to waste a few more tokens. As the Mist Main, of course, can pull itself out of the discard.
Right, but if one's in the discard and you hit the other one, you have to let them loop a couple times.
I feel like
but-
this advantage is going to be short-lived. So I'm going to make the most of it.
Question is, how many? Oh, he does have 3 misnames.
Tempest?
Okay.
I will go to Scarface.
Scarface is fine.
There's a point on the field. Who would have ever thought that would have happened?
I'm going to keep it on events.
Well, I mean, the
Ad
control player's
infinitum,
dream
if
is
that's
to
what I
now
mean.
sit
Sure,
here and
yeah.
say that was the only point that will be scored this game.
I just will say for the record that was the fastest point scored in any War Harmony game.
Oh, I guess I'm
Holy cow.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Max scored a point turn 1, he says. That doesn't count.
I guess I
That
discard
is
the
true.
Tinker's Present and it's your turn.
Okay, second.
all right.
did he get a
Except,
turn 1 confront
paying
or something?
5 to draw 4 cards is like a really bad
Because
rate.
he wasn't playing.
Let's see, Max's Harmony here.
Buddies. I will
Oh, yeah, okay.
take 2 actions. And this action. This one.
That is too many action tokens.
Go you.
Wait.
I'm going to put this on.
How do you have 9 action tokens when the score point says 1?
Because he's got how many action
On.
token generators on the field?
The
3?
Yep.
bottom.
Okay.
No draw.
Soon to be 4?
Main phase. Cover to cover. Action. Exhaust hooves.
Yep.
Oh, soon to be
Oh.
5.
Oh,
To be so abundant in wealth that you put a staff on top.
will take a
That's
point.
kind of an interesting
Okay.
play. Okay.
Back to you.
Game 3.
I'm surprised he didn't set him down.
Well, I mean, he does
pay
know
7.
that Bugle's got a bunch of nasty stuff in his
Love it.
hand. Yeah, that's
I'll
why.
choose my unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
Really not that bad a rate in the scheme of things.
I had forgotten that.
I mean, that's
White was
not a
still
feels good play, but that'll slow him down.
Yeah.
Guess go ahead.
All right. The actions. Draw a card.
The main problem here
Okay.
is Bugle.
Uh-oh.
Joshington does, of course,
Okey.
still have his. No, he got rid of the entry.
Probably
But
not
he
gonna
does have
do
a
very
singing
much
barrel there,
next
so
turn.
this is not going to be
Well,
a.
fine.
It's going to slow him down, but it's not a huge speed
Cover to
bump, I
cover.
think.
Yeah.
Action. One
Barrel into
for
orange.
barrel.
Play factory
Sure.
jack.
Orange. It's
I
shy.
mean, I had to hope.
Yeah. Do the factory jack.
Sure.
Plus different action.
Yep.
And I will take a point.
Okay.
Back to you.
Let's see. So I think the remaining line of play here is just gain tokens, mismain your way to victory.
In turn, we'll discard.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Blue. All right, Bugle can start getting some movement
That's a
going
good
here.
card. I hate it. All right. 3 actions. Ready. Immediately. Meticulous on this bad boy. Bottom.
Let's
card.
see here. Friendship you. I forget what that does. Let's see. Move up to 3 of your characters, retire a random friend, or banish a troublemaker. Okay.
Going to pay to draw.
Wow.
I mean, what else would I do?
I mean,
Can you
that's a
abort it?
bailout, though. That's pretty big.
Guess we'll never know if that was one action too many.
Play that, though? I forget if that's 3 rec or 2.
I'm going to draw again.
Sure.
2 rec,
Right.
so yes, he can play that. Okay, that's a lot of angel wings. I don't think he wants to end with a soprano, though. That just feels bad.
I'm going to draw one more time.
Wow.
All right, that's pretty spicy. Does he play those
Back
out?
in front.
I don't think he wants to
Go
play
for it.
those out because he's still got that other party of 1.
Back to you.
The other question is does he go for a double confront and nuke?
Okay.
Well, to say, does he try and nuke Bugle off of
Get
white?
rid of the. Well, he's also. I suppose I'd say he's giving up
Guess we'll pay
his
5
problem,
for
but he hasn't been
punishment.
using that much.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
He's been using the problem for points
Reaction.
at this point.
Ready.
Right.
Take this.
And, well, I think that would be the play now, especially now that the Mimic
No,
is gone.
Mimics is, yeah. I think it depends a little bit on what he gets as far as friends, because I don't really think he wants to play out the hooves and the factory jack there, just in case the party of 1 comes
Right
down.
now.
Yeah. And now that there's another party of 1, it's very easy, but the amount of white needed for it would be cut off.
Right.
I hate doing that. Least favorite thing.
Okay. Mimics.
Connection.
Might as well.
Will.
Ew.
Get a draw.
Okay.
Surprised he kept those in the deck.
The Magicites?
Yeah.
I mean, those are still a good card, even if you're only just playing them like events.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that is true.
Yeah, that's also a very good point, because
That's
concentrating
dumb,
quite
though,
a bit of
Josh.
power.
Don't
Speaking of
be
the
an
pie,
idiot. A dum-dum. I want to, Josh. All right.
hey, there's that
More
play.
factory jacks.
My will exhaust. Do the scrimmage.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Okay, he's doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm a
instead.
dum-dum.
That's a safer line of play.
On for a
Yeah.
troublemaker.
Sure.
Uh, 1 to stick your unicorn.
Yeah,
The
get rid of
unicorn?
all the white.
Okay.
That's going to be pretty big.
Well, Bugle has the.
I'll play Soprano.
Yeah, play it while you can.
Oh,
I guess you could have chosen
Oh,
yourself.
yeah. I might be choosing myself. I'll choose you. Okay. Do you have the nap cakes?
Why ever would that be relevant, E-Bugle?
Let's
he's
see.
got a grip full of annoying stuff here. Got the nap cakes, the bailout, the magicite, another stick, just in case you get any ideas.
Yeah. 2 Fernandos.
I don't. The
You have both
it depends on what
Fernandos. You
Bugle's up
got
to
the
here, but
Fernando
the
back
barrel
anyway.
might actually be
did,
the best
yeah.
target here.
In fact,
I could,
when
yeah,
I
actually.
reminded you that it didn't have to be Fernando, it was Fernando.
It was in fact Fernando. Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, actually, I kind of really like that play.
Is this
Just take the
recoverable?
barrel.
Yeah. And then
No.
look towards just resetting it with
It's one of the fastest
Party
panels
of
ever.
1. Because, like, that's a lot of AT generators that are in the.
Yeah, so he's already got. Let's see, that'll be all 3 factory jacks, 2 twice. Notably, we
As
haven't
much
seen
as I
any of the
want to
starlights yet, though.
Pick something other than
Yeah.
nap cakes. I think it has to be nap cakes, which is real unfortunate. I'm not done.
Okay, fair enough.
And the fact that it has to be nap cakes, and the fact that you have an additional staffing.
Oh
I
yes, as Bugle
don't
points
think
out
I
in
can
chat,
actually win this from here.
it's got to be the nap cakes.
You have
Because otherwise,
just
this
a
Soprano's
massive
going
AT
bye-bye.
lead.
Oh.
You know, and I had to pay 6 extra just to get to the bad point I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So I think I will concede here.
Okay. Wow, this is crazy. Coin flip to see if
I
there's
mean,
a
that's
third
also
game that's any
fair.
good.
Yeah, there are a lot of cheeky things that I can do in this matchup, but it is more likely that it
There's
goes
just
like
an
it did.
insufficient amount of cheeky
Yeah,
here.
basically. You have outs certainly, but it's a rough one.
As much as I hate Harmony, that was actually an interesting match.
It was a lot of shin kicking there.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, so coin flip
All right,
to see whether the game 3 was going to be Harmony or Core. And it is
all
Harmony.
right.
And that means
There we go, boys.
it is a matchup that you are familiar with, Pancake.
How dare you put me through this again, Curse?
Oh, this is gonna be a match. So, tell me how you really feel. Does the face on the right side of the field accurately describe you? Is that just how you're feeling?
with blood and tears coming out of the eyes at the same time. This matchup is such nonsense. Especially because the thing was, I knew I was going into a bad matchup when I played this. And then freaking Bugle top decked twice really hard and I didn't know it. And it just sent my own morale just plummeting because he had all the answers all the time. And it was 2 top decks. Ugh.
So
All right, let's take a look at our decks here.
let's have a look. Now, Josh's deck is a little different from yours, Pancake.
Oh yeah, his
he-
is the friend-based one.
yeah. He's got the Thunder Lanes. I know you didn't have. Well, yeah. So, like, did you have the Daybreakers?
No, I was running the a very heavy anti-combo one that ran a lot of purple, and my only friends were Catajacks. I was running the control variant.
Okay. Oh yes, he's got a little bit more of the friends. Does still have that very important Daybreaker or Nightmare Stars. Super useful against purple in all its forms, really. Especially useful against a deck that's got Selena, Rainbow Shine, Mare, even for that matter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be kind of important here, just a little bit.
As consequence of the 4-card copy rule that we have here in the tournament, his staffs were over in his other Harmony deck. So only 1 staff here.
Only 1 staff.
3 Flash
That's
Magnus
kind of-
Shields to compensate.
He is
So he's got-
also running the Scope Big Mac route.
Yeah, so that's gonna be nice because there's almost no way to interact with that.
Yep. Well, except Bugle has one of the few ways, which is the Magicite, because the main's never at the problem. Then
Yeah, I mean that doesn't keep you on top of it real long though, because you've only got 3 of those things, and Rainbow moves for free.
yep, that is true. Oh, let's see. Obviously, do you take out the epic wins?
Against
the-
Bugle here?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. So he does know what he's up against here, and this being immediate Grogar.
I think you keep him in.
Want to know what
'Cause-
he kept in?
Yeah. What did he take out?
Took out 3 special beam cannons,
Okay.
1 motivational speech, and 1 Huiza.
Yeah, I think you want this trimmed down because you really, really,
Yeah.
really want those Nightmare Stars. And wait a minute.
I like this build.
Wait a minute. Am I looking at this right? No burst of speeds?
No burst of speeds. What?
All right. Okay. Okay. All right.
Against Twihard, you either win fast or you don't win at all.
Yeah. Not having a burst of speeds in here is going to be rough.
Yeah. The pulling the special beam cannons out. Let's see. He doesn't have.
It's got wake up call
no-
from defense staff.
Yeah. Like he also has no unicorn, so you're not going to get the good mode off of it there. And I think you.
We're talking about special beam cannon, hyper beam.
Ah, right. Yeah. It's got Starlight on it. Whatever. I can read the card.
Bugle's probably. What do you
Yeah.
take out against farm?
Well, let's have a look at you.
Yeah, I guess I can't really fault that. Okay.
Yeah.
We've seen it 3 Bugle matches 3 times now. And it's been pretty good for him over the course of the tournament.
Probably misfire. Maybe exposed? Well, depends on how you run the Grogar, though. Probably the parasites.
Parasites? Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
Other sideboard was single copy of fireworks and 2 wake-up calls, which Bugle points out in the chat was a mistake. Forgot about the epic.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. I apologize. I have gone from being a non-bias to slam him hard. Ruin Twihard as fast and hard as you can.
Let's see here. Just real quick, it looks like the deck that was posted in the deck list post has transposed numbers for Parasprite and Mimics.
I may have been. Apparently, those are only a single copy of fireworks. Right. Okay. Maybe those numbers are all wrong. I was a little rushed.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
I eagerly await this match.
Right. Well, this is the last match before. Well, yeah, it's the last game of the tournament. It'll be, for all you folks out there watching, probably the last game with immediate speed Grogars you're going to see in a long time.
Well, the sim stream tomorrow will be going over a little bit of that, but yes, with the release of New Dawn, Legion of Doom gonna go away and get superseded by Father of Monsters, so no more immediate speed Grogars.
Yep.
Unless you're in Nightmare, and then you can run both.
A bit more nightmare all of a sudden. So, what do you guys think? Bugle have it, or you give the edge to Jeff?
I think Bugle has it, but I'm rooting
I think
the other way.
yeah, I'm not sure that the build here, it's a OPM variant. I'm not sure that this is going to go fast enough.
Yeah.
Right. Well, with that, let us hand it over to players. For the last time.
Guess I'll go.
All right. Let's see. We've got purple
Okay.
and, of course, pink.
Yep.
I kept that.
No Selenas right out the gate.
Get them back eventually.
The start even. What a joke.
Well, the good news is I'm mulliganing.
Oh, that's looking much better for
Alright.
Josh there.
Yeah.
And that's looking much better for Bugle. Oh my. I wonder what his... I think the only thing that could have possibly gone better there is to see a pinky sense in that opening hand.
Yeah.
I will keep this.
I'll keep this.
Okay. With 1 hour 36 remaining, last match.
Oh, and Bugle's going
Okay,
first too.
Pass.
Yeah.
Did you choose purple?
The pink, go figure. Well, that Cabbage might come in handy if he can play it. But I think, yeah, that I think wasn't even a question there.
Yeah.
One for a.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you want to play the Grogars just yet.
Gain 2. Draw a card. 2 for staff. 2 for Selena.
All right, that'll work.
Nice.
Saw Selena.
Ooh.
There's a pinky sense. Understaff.
Yeah, gonna stack the top of his deck very high just to make sure that Dash doesn't do anything too interesting.
Flip my main.
Okay.
I almost said pass there. Only
Is there a
one.
reason
I'm not
not
doing
play
a
the
cheeky
pinky
thing
sense here?
Max.
I wonder.
Yes. I wouldn't mind.
Guess we'll also
Yeah,
play a Pinky
okay.
Sense.
Might as well.
Truck. Some troublemakers.
Hey, it's
Check.
that thing that no one likes.
I like it.
No one likes.
I don't know what you're talking about, Bugle. I don't like the card
No
on
one
your side
cool,
that
at
no one
least.
likes.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay,
She's rather
Game
salty about it.
ready. My card
What do you
that
think of
will
that
exhaust
pass?
this turn.
As
Draw
opposed to
card
moving up
Meticulous.
to
Well, I drew it. That's a shame.
Sombra.
Sombra.
Uh,
Because you face off against Sombra. If you lose,
I think
you
we'll pay one
play
to
a
draw.
staff and move back up.
Actually, I know what that card is. I'll pass it.
right.
Well, he does with Selena. Like he
Actions.
doesn't. He has an idea. Or no, sorry. He's probably pretty sure that Bugle's been up to something here. Although I think
Silly as it is, I'll stick Selena because it's fairly cost effective.
Okay.
yeah, dash does flip. Okay.
I'm at 8. You're at more than 8.
I think that was probably worth it though,
Barely matters, but whatever.
just to provide some additional disincentive
Back
there.
to you.
Okay,
I think it's still
That-
pretty good.
that's
Yeah.
probably a better line
two.
than moving up last turn.
Draw a card.
I think both
Darn,
of
I
them
did
are
it again.
reasonably good.
Wow, that is bad.
Oh,
of me.
dang it. See, like, in real life, when you're just holding the card, like,
Yeah.
it's fine. But here, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mess up once in either of the previous matches.
I'm psyching you out with my incredible handicap.
Let's pay 2 for Rainbow Shine and 2 to move. Go ahead.
Interesting. I'm spooked. 2 actions. Reading the main.
Interesting.
We'll fight.
I will
Sambo.
draw a card off of Rainbow Shine.
Did it. It's cool. Rainbow Shine was good.
Ooh.
I will exhaust Pinky Sense, put a card on top of my deck, and exhaust my main.
Get it.
Yep.
Flips. I have 12. I think you got
12
it by 1.
on
8. No, you have 12 as well.
12.
Okay.
Again.
This might be the match flip.
That's yep. He's up
3
by,
does he?
So
I
rude.
think.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have the white wreck
I will
for
use the stick.
crack, but that might
On
become
Rainbow Shine.
important.
Yes.
I'll draw a card.
No, she did nothing wrong. Why are you beating on her?
Okay.
Probably win this one.
You got it.
That's good to see
Rainbow
that go
Shine
away, though.
already is worth her weight in cards, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
She did nothing wrong.
Okey-dokey.
Basically. My turn.
You.
Game 2. Meticulous.
Ah,
Put that on the bottom. Draw a card.
it's not bad. Doesn't have the white entry though.
6 on 6.
I think
Loss.
his
Pinky Sense.
Put a
The
card on
7 to
top
the
of my
top.
deck. Challenge Nightmare Star.
Right. Chaos that I don't like.
No, just a.
Oh!
No!
Oh, that is huge.
heart of the cards.
Ooh. Rainbow Shine will go home.
The most meaningful loss in history. Actually,
I was really sad about that.
which are below. One first, then this one.
Okay. Now what then?
These flips are actually being quite impactful at the moment.
Do I draw 2 cards off of Rainbow Shine again and make you spend another AT? But I'm paying 2 to
Let's
do
see
that.
here.
But I'm making you spend an AT. That's the thing.
It works out ish.
Consider a card a AT, it comes out to a agreeable amount.
Let's see.
Interesting. Yeah, I think we will. I will ready Rainbow Shine.
Ick. I hate it a lot. And you.
And let's play a Pinky Sense.
Ick.
Go ahead.
You can't keep that up forever, but he's.
Two
I guess he does get a
actions,
draw off of the
that
Rainbow
is
Shine
dark.
and can set his deck there.
Yeah.
It's not bad. All right, another round.
And Rainbow Shine. Good. You should
Are you
quit it.
challenging?
Not
Let's
yet.
see, what does he do here? He's
think.
got the makeover.
Oh, you nap
Setting a
cakes in?
6 isn't bad.
Your 1 nap cakes?
You don't know. I don't know.
I don't.
So
Could play this Poctally, but yeah.
my thought is, do you just go for the Thunder Lane play and go for the double
This is just
double
so
confront?
rotten.
Because that's 4, 5,
Remember, he
6,
can't-
7 points.
He'd have to win with the Thunder Lane, and that's
Let me
gonna
draw
be
some
kind of
cards.
dangerous because that turns some stuff back
I
on.
do not want to do that.
It does.
Never challenge a troublemaker for the rest of the game.
Deal. Yeah, I'm gonna sit back play.
Okay.
Let's get
Okay,
a Rainbow
I'll fight
Shine.
something.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll blind flip. 2. That's a shame.
So that'll do it.
Okay, you win.
More than do it.
Well, I mean that's fine for Joshington here. Like as long as he can, like even if a DFO happens or something, or sorry, just a single face off something somehow, like whatever. As long as that Nightmare Star is staying there and being obnoxious, that's just gravy.
Yeah.
Troublemaker.
Point if you let me.
Yep. I mean, if I could have stopped you from scoring a point, I could have stopped you from being a troublemaker there. Game 3. Meticulous. We will meticulous that to the top, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Here goes the top. He's
There's
probably
a
gonna
draw.
leave that. Ooh.
Ooh.
Let's put a card on top with Pinky Sense.
Exhaust your main. Exhaust your main.
Nah, I'll just challenge.
Do it.
It's only a 6 this time.
That is unfortunate.
Right,
Yeah.
I get
See, and
points
then that's
too.
why I was saying you go for that double play, because
Pay 2. Ready Selena Blue.
Yeah, the Nightmare Star being gone, of course,
Pay
instantly
2.
out comes
Ready
Selena.
Rainbow Shine.
yeah.
Score phase. Score phase okay?
Yeah. Can you not hear me?
Oh, I didn't hear you, yeah. Up to 3.
Yeah, it cut out for a little
And
bit there.
turn. Let's exhaust Selena Blue.
Yeah, I am such a. I definitely think I would have gone for the Thunder Lane play, but you see how it
Indeed.
moves out.
Yeah, I mean, you're never gonna
Man,
have
so much
perfect
trouble,
information
maybe.
here, so
Yeah.
Exhaust my main. Gain an AT. Go ahead.
Actions.
But just the amount of
Card.
damage that an opponent stealing a troublemaker can do,
Troublemaker.
especially one that's control based
that
like
guy.
this.
Hey, that guy. Item.
Okay, I'll draw a card.
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult to say how that could have gone the other way. Let's see. This does, however, open up the Thunder Lane line of
11,
play again.
I think you have.
So,
You have 12. Yeah. Okay, it's yours.
Does he go for it?
If I don't
Problem
do
is
it
the
now, I'm definitely going to lose. So I'll do it now and certainly lose instead of definitely lose.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
No effects.
Okay.
Yeah, Bugle doesn't have.
Do you not have
anything they
the?
can really do here.
Is QE Pox 2 or 1?
Sure.
Printed power 2 or less.
Forfeit. I'll
And
try
it
to
costs
confront
1.
trading tradition.
Yep.
Right, but yeah, he would have
Would you like to
to
confront trading traditions?
I would
get
love
it on the
to.
flip.
Okay. You
May
may
I?
confront trading traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be 3
Face up.
more. That will not be functioning.
Face up.
Now it will, though.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Face up.
Splat.
Still win the face off.
That one.
Really?
Okay.
That's a good card.
Lose pink. Whoop. But you lose purple.
It's true. One of those is more meaningful. Actually, no, neither of them are meaningful, really, if we're being honest.
Ew. Okay.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Cards,
pretty good for
APG.
Bugle there.
What's meticulous?
I wonder if I'll win this game.
You have more points.
Well, so the thing is
That's
it's
true.
2 turns till you can drop a Catajack,
I'm sure
We
time's
will-
almost up.
Meticulous to the
Eh.
bottom.
and a Catajack will
card for
do
turn.
a lot of disruption.
Okay, that's cool.
He's got 3 resources out, 2
Um,
friends.
We'll have to see what he can do in the meantime, though.
Hmm.
'Cause he does have a Grogar, but he's
Exhaustively
looking a little short on gas from a farm perspective here.
Yeah.
Ah,
That said, you can still just move dash up for 2 for a confront. And then that will save for Catajack. Or
Yeah, I'll be able to do that in only a couple of turns.
yeah. And anything that Bugle develops in there will be hit by the Catajack outside of the troublemakers, which is the big issue.
Yeah, I mean the real spicy play here, but he won't do this, is the mimics and name resources.
not going to exhaust my mana just yet. Let's play 2 for a mare.
Mare.
Oh,
alright.
right. Mayor. And that
Uh,
changes everything.
I'm feeling like that stick's about to have a bad time.
Yeah.
Did I not? No, I did not. Okay. Thank you.
I
Thanks
gotta
for the
pay
catch.
for it. Oh, what do you do here? Do you just play the
I'm gonna
makeover?
exhaust Pinky Sense and discard a Grogar. I'm going to exhaust Rainbow Shine and play
Very
Makeover to make my main white and
Okay.
banish your staff.
Yep,
Yeah.
into the Twilight Rarity. Alright,
Bogart
that's
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pay 2. I did not. I exhausted Rainbow Shine. Yeah, pay 2 to put
Makeover is free.
this here, putting Grogar here.
Hate. I hate
Yep.
it.
That's
And should have done things in a
Standard
slightly
Bugle.
different order.
Spicy line to play.
I guess it still
And
works.
here comes the
It's
point
dumb,
in
but it
all
works.
farm versus control
Bugle.
matchups, where the farm player goes, I pass,
Sauces.
I bank, and the control player
card on
then
top of my
proceeds
deck,
to explain
gain an action
for
code.
5 minutes his actions.
Play Selena to home.
Yeah, okay.
Down to
Gotta
0.
pay for it. There we go.
Do Selena.
I guess
thing
he's
again.
just using it to get more draw out at this point.
Yeah. Although, notably, I think that's
I hate that guy. All right, what do we got?
all 3 of those, I think? Yeah, I
Not
think.
Ooh, those are going to be
Oh.
huge.
Oh, yeah, those cracks,
count.
those are going to be unfortunate. He's got
Yeah.
both of them, too. Let's see. And at least while Twine and Rarity stick around, he's got the rec to play him. So those, the threat value of the goes up
That is a fairly
significantly.
bad count. Wish I were better at counting then, huh?
It's okay. I can't count either.
Boop. Back
Sure.
to you.
Okay.
Interesting.
Gain 4.
That is a
Ready cards.
unique. I would have moved to the other problem myself.
No. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's
pay
also
2.
cracking the
Move
case, which
Twilight. Kind
Well,
of
that's
wanted this
that's
card,
Bugles.
so it's fine.
right. That's the problem. There is fighting. Oh yeah,
Let's
and I
exhaust
guess the
the Selena.
Gergar is Bugles too, isn't it? Yeah. Good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Like, I don't see the value in moving to that one at all.
Mm,
Go to Scoreface. Confront. Your turn.
Okay. 4 actions.
say we go
ready.
Selena for something here.
Ooh.
Well then.
Okay.
So you still need the blue.
Go to the main phase.
Okay.
I still think you Catajack here.
A little expensive, but you gotta do what makes you not lose
What
immediately.
exactly?
2 for Sapak play, hitting Mare.
Okay.
1 for speech for orange.
Yep. I will exhaust Selena blue.
I wonder what's coming.
Has a
Let's
long
see.
and prosperous future ahead of her.
Oh, I see. He's just dropping Catajack on the other problem to let that confront.
Okay.
And let's see. Yeah, and then that would cycle that.
Right, Catajack.
Splat.
I'll make my decisions first. I'll keep these 2 cards.
Sure.
And
Such hard decisions.
yeah. And you actually get to pick if you want a face-off, which is cute.
Nah, we're not gonna have the face off.
I think the Selenas are too valuable here.
We'll
Yeah,
lose
keep
these
one of
cards.
them, and
Okay.
keeping a staff over a pinky sense. That seems reasonable.
Well, I mean, you got the Selena.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Will. I like move dash. I don't know. Easy. I'll move dash.
Okay.
It was a bluff to distract you because I did read the card.
Sure.
Good save. Good save. I'll allow it.
Fun Apollo. Thank you.
I mean, the problem there is that Epic Win's got a 4 rec on it, so he has to at least
Put that
start
on
the
the
face
bottom.
off like that, and that's just no good.
Ready
Yeah,
Selena blue
yeah.
in the wrong.
Well,
order.
no,
That's
Epic wins main phase,
Oh.
isn't it?
Sure.
Or is it
No,
face
it is
off?
a reaction after the
Be
start of your
cool.
troublemaker phase.
Mixed up.
Oh,
Immaterial ordering.
So it has very specific timing on it.
So
So we'd
Not-
need a stick or use a plushie dash or something.
Yeah,
It's just
so it's gonna
it's
be-
an interesting line of play.
it's going to be 2 turns before it can be played. All right, that was his only stick. His other sticks were in the other deck.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
So-
don't know. What does he go find here?
Uh,
I think he just digs up another troublemaker. And probably the other Nightmare Star.
Yeah.
oh, right. I'm silly.
That is a
He's eyeballing that
reasonable play.
gyro.
1 for a.
Unlike
gyro.
against me, though, he's got multiple
Here.
threats, and 3 of them happen to be in his hand for friends. So
Interesting. What is he gonna go dig up here?
he says,
We'll find this card.
"Cutie,
I hate it.
Fox Outbreak."
Yep. All right. That makes sense because you can set that with Selena, and then Catajack's gonna have a bad day.
Yep.
Let's shuffle my deck before I use Selena. That's a good idea. Let's.
You should be at
exhaust-
5 actions.
I should. Yes. Let's exhaust Selena. Draw 3 cards. Okay.
All right. Ooh,
Ooh,
those aren't bad.
that's a pretty good suite of.
Oh yeah. No,
Oh,
this
he's
is
got 2 Magicites.
one is now second
Okay,
card from the
action
top, I
token.
believe.
Yep.
Spend that action token to challenge Applejack.
I'm sure this will go great.
Hey, look.
Hmm.
Oof, and a Thunderling going.
Yeah, that Thunder Lane would have been.
That's
Okay.
that's smarts.
So if you drop the Daybreaker, it puts you up to 10. Yeah, it's not quite enough.
I did win. I want you to know I won that face off.
You did win the face-off. Yeah.
Regrettably, this is not one of those times that matters.
I think we pass turn and discard a Mist Vein.
Okay. 4 actions.
Fair.
Try card.
Hmm.
So you
Okay.
got another.
Annoying. Not that good. But it's what we got. Okay.
Do you
2, 3.
do you play the Daybreaker? It's
Play the
just yeah,
Daybreaker.
just go for the point.
Okay.
I will
I think you
attempt
do,
to
'cause
score a
it's-
pointing.
You're
Like
you're trying to hit that threshold.
Right. I mean, it also means that Bugle has to actually commit resources to every one of the Daybreakers he wants to get rid
Okay,
of.
You can score. Your
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
putting off the
gain 4.
Right. And if
epic
it
win play, but
cards.
right, I mean, if it does well, no, he has to have one out because
Cards, right? Yes.
he needs the wreck.
Right.
Plus 2.
and I guess it's the same as playing
Okay. Now
a
what?
Plush dash, and it keeps a
yeah.
plush
Let's
dash
pay
for
to call.
later, and this gets you a point, and potentially another point if Bugle chooses to not commit a high flip card.
yeah.
Like, sticking a Daybreaker is never a great idea.
And always feels horrible.
Bugle could likely
that one more
guarantee
time.
that would work.
More to go.
Something needs to be sideways here.
I think when I said one more time, I meant one more time.
A man after my own heart.
You have one action token.
And a color that isn't blue. So watch out for napcakes.
Yeah, that's how that works. All colors that aren't blue are the same color.
Well, that's what Rainbow
I mean,
Dash
that's
thinks.
certainly true.
What do you mean that there are colors to play other than blue?
Hogwash.
Dangerous.
Don't believe you. No, this color's getting real small.
Okay.
At
time
some
to do
point,
some
Curse has to
nonsense.
tell
Sauce
Bugle
Link
to
Blue and draw 3 cards.
he can't
Yeah,
draw any more
he hasn't drawn
cards
enough yet.
because
I
it'll
do
go off the
appreciate the
screen.
foresight because digging after Selena Blue
Nah,
is just
the
such a
zone is
bad
actually
move.
Oh yeah.
collapses the
this
cards
is
together.
little.
So it won't go off the screen. It just means that you have to
I do
sit
wonder
there
what
with a
you're searching
magnifying
for.
glass and just be like, "What is that
Hopefully
card?"
our ingenious commentators will know and can
Put
tell the
those on
audience at this
top.
point.
What? I heard that. Let's see here, though. That was a Magicite that was set. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Magicite actually.
Yeah. I think only the, well, second one may matter.
I am rooting so hard for Jacob right now.
Well, I mean, that epic win will get him a little bit closer
2 for another
Eh,
Rainbow Shine.
And
to so
those
many Rainbow
Interesting.
Shines.
those points, those confront points add up real quick.
Yes, they do.
That's
I
neat.
mean, that's
Actually.
so we're currently looking at an SFO here,
Yeah.
which
Probably hate
the
it.
Bugle will
but
almost certainly win.
I'll go to
Ruined
score
me.
phase.
Oh yeah. And Daybreaker
Oh.
won't even be involved in
Well,
it.
I can't
Right.
stop you.
Okay. In front for 1. Face off.
I'm sure this will go great. Yeah, that's nice. Bought a Captain Free-Flip.
We'll
Ooh,
put
that's
Daybreaker.
painful. Well, maybe not.
I think I've got that then.
8.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have
Way
the
more,
color
yeah.
for it, so
Yeah.
that's not.
Yeah, as bad as it could be.
Well, I hadn't spent any of that time considering what cards I might want to dig.
Is that? Oh no,
Yeah,
freaking
Let's see. Who
Twilight
gets?
is home
Yeah,
limit 5.
What do I want? Come out, whoever you are.
What does he get here? Staff's gone.
Let's see. He doesn't have anything with 3 bonus.
I think there's a chance that this comes in handy later.
Okay.
I don't think there was anything with 3 bonus
Interesting.
even to
I'm
get.
going to exhaust Rainbow
No.
Shine.
I mean, he could be running
Same day delivery on top of my
Chrissy,
deck.
but
Sure.
No one runs
Why not?
Chrissy.
well, that's because everyone's scared
Same
of
day
her.
delivery. What?
Well,
Oh, yes.
One Punch
Ooh.
Mary doesn't do anything against Chrissy, which is the
Yeah,
issue.
it was the same day
Yeah.
delivery, surprisingly.
Do I want it?
When I'll exhaust my main. Gain 2.
Yeah,
I do think going and
okay.
grabbing Nightmare
Yeah.
Star might be the best option. Ooh,
Well,
that's
at
good.
this point, you might just need to try to close the game out as fast as
And
possible.
turn, we'll discard a makeover
Let's see.
and a Staff of Sukanos. Go ahead.
Importantly, Bugle has lost his white wreck, so he doesn't
Orange.
currently have the cracks.
Yep.
Hard.
And there's an
Trouble
epic win
anyways.
play.
Yep, nope, he's got
Wow.
the epic win play available, so blap.
Do you just 2 and move dash up?
Move dash.
Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't just pay 2 for the
And-
confront point.
Well, this does give him an option to play a troublemaker here.
Yeah.
Pay 1.
And
What a
yeah,
troublemaker.
it seems like that's what's up.
Okay.
I don't know that I. Oh no, that's fine, I guess, because he can.
Back to me. Okay.
It's going to take him a turn or so to do something about that.
Game
But
5. Ready cards. Meticulous. I don't know what this is. I know I put so many cards on top of my deck last turn.
yeah, because he
I'll
can,
put it on top.
depending on what's happening
Is it
later, he
same
can
day delivery?
potentially get that.
Sure.
Put
Gain an action token.
probably the
and
Daybreaker
not
into
Ipsos
play,
Twilight here, I think.
or the Nightmare Star,
Card.
whatever.
Okay.
That's cute. Nightmare Star fighting Daybreaker.
I have lots of AT.
Ah,
Lots and lots of AT. Let's see your discard pile.
if
This
our
plays
AT
surprisingly
were to
few
swap
cards.
right now, then I would win the game.
Is
It's a
that how
super
that works?
meaningless statement, but it is true.
It is technically correct.
Oh,
Which
he's
is the
just
best
using the
kind of
Grogar to
correct.
go fetch things. I got it.
Yeah, I figure that's probably his best shot here because you can, like I was saying, you can swap that out for the Oizodal or the Nightmare Star, depending.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
So he's just,
that's a tough
DFO is
swing.
going to be a real hard sell here, though.
Why did I do this like this? That like the dumbest way to do that.
I don't know. Why did you?
Okay.
Oh,
Let's put some cards on top of my deck.
Stop it, Bugle. You're doing the commentator's job for us.
we appreciate it.
But we want to feel relevant. We have needs too. Beauty Pox is pretty annoying, but
Decline to use Rainbow or not Rainbow.
Josh just
wrong,
has
wrong
the
investor.
threats lined up.
Let's pay 1 and challenge Daybreaker.
Ooh.
I wonder what card I found.
Cutie Pox.
It's this one.
Yeah.
I'll choose that card.
Bummer.
I'm shocked that he would choose that card.
Okay.
Yeah, this does make next turn a little bit more ugly, though, because
Pay 2 to move.
Well,
maybe not here, because he.
it also depends on how much Bugle. Oh no, because Bugle's only option right now is movement, and he has the. So you play a Daybreaker and then run the Plushie Dash as a backup.
And he'll have the tokens to do that. It would be
Yeah.
best if the Daybreaker stays, though, because that'll
Right,
get a.
but Bugle's obviously got the Magicite. So.
Yeah, like.
But and the Plushie will pull the Daybreaker back up for
Right.
possibly
The
a
other-
game.
Right, and the other side of that is. Let's see. Does he have another response to that? No. That.
Oh,
I
he
think
did-
that's the right. line of play here, though?
Does he have a way of putting a card on top?
I think
Oh
we'll,
yes, same day delivery. So he can always just exhaust
okay, we'll just
Yeah.
Barrel.
Singing Barrel
Two
if
white.
to prevent it from getting
Turn
into
Singing
that
Barrel to
Uh-oh.
stage.
hand.
Miss main time?
Play
Yep.
Miss Main
Yep.
to home.
What's he gonna go get?
Choose Pinky Sense.
Interesting.
I want to see Josh's discard right now.
Huh.
What do you go get? Do you go get anything?
So I have an obvious course of action, but you clearly don't mind because of how obvious it is.
I mean, he could go grab the epic win, but
That's only opposing, so it's not.
yeah.
Hell, I'm a sucker. I'll take Catajack.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna make a splash if it hits.
Yeah.
Points. You
So
get 2.
Bugle doesn't have a
yeah,
way of
I'll
dealing
score
with
2 points,
the.
Let's see here.
Yeah, that might be worth it just to mess with Beagle's board.
Yeah.
And you're obviously gonna get a point off that.
Well, Bugle can still move someone back. Just move Catajack back. Prevent the infinite, but yeah. It is an apparent point.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. The oh, and importantly, the cracks are back online now.
Yeah.
That makes this significantly more difficult. Which
Well,
means that
no.
Bugle's deck is working just like it should.
Yes, but the other thing that is a
Let's go ahead
A-
and go to Scoreface.
what's it called? Grogar. He hit once Grogar
Frontal
flips,
one?
he takes priority and banishes it, so Bugle can't do anything to it.
I'll
Right.
And then
You
you-
can't do anything to the
Shine.
Grogar, but
The
whatever
same-day
comes up
delivery on top of my
afterwards.
deck?
As well.
Oh, I guess it's true that he would keep
It's a
that.
same-day delivery.
Wow.
Let's my main as well.
Yep.
Let's see.
0 and
I
0.
think we just go ahead and discard mimics here. Go ahead.
Welcome to a format where you
I'd
discard
rather
mimics.
move on. Jerk.
I will exhaust
okay.
Rainbow Shine.
Ah.
So
It's the first priority.
You have it.
It's probably me.
Yeah.
If I have any interest in using it at all.
well,
No.
do you go and grab a glimmer
wanna
just
use
to block a problem?
Do I want to use it?
Priority window. Would you like to do a thing?
At the moment, no.
Oh, this is ready.
Yeah.
Is it the most meaningful thing to ever happen? No. But I'll do it.
Okay, so you're moving the main
Sorry.
phase.
I'll move to main phase.
I'll crack Grogar.
That's fair. I was expecting you to do it at some point, so.
So
Okay.
he's obviously playing the
Catajack.
Catajack,
Okay.
which is pretty nice on the
Catajack
board.
and motivational speech.
Choose the same 2 cards.
But
Basically, we just.
what would
cycle
you
that
have
range,
thought about
but,
Double
I'm
Daybreaker?
gonna call that a win. It might not be, but I'm hoping it is a win. Shines. I'll attempt to confront.
Yeah, that's the question. Let you confront here. No, let's move.
Whatever.
No,
I think that
we
would have
move,
guaranteed a point, but
Yeah, we move Applejack on.
this also massively reduces Bugle's options as far as what's going on at his home.
Yep, back to you.
Yeah.
I think you
5, ready.
have to play the safe game
Meticulous.
here. Like, he does
Put that on
admittedly have a
top.
3-point lead, but that can
The same day
disappear real
delivery?
fast.
Boo.
Yes. Yes.
And an action token. Draw a random card. Who knows what it could
Ooh,
be?
that's
Could be
real
same
good.
day delivery.
Yeah.
Could be.
It's
It's like everyone but me knows what it could be, really.
Al-
well,
Although having that 5 just
exhausted.
out there is a huge threat.
Yeah, I mean, main problem here that I see is that the plushie dashes. Well, he will have 2 of those next turn, so it is possible that
Play
he
1.
just does a
Challenge
DFO.
Captain Jack.
Yeah.
I wonder how this will go.
I was going to challenge her anyway. I just happened to find the Cutie Fox
Yeah.
outbreak, so you know.
Tough challenging without you're not guaranteed to win. You're
Yeah.
very, very, very likely. Guess if you flip a
Um,
7, you're guaranteed. No, you're technically not. No, you are.
Hmm.
I don't have chaos that does that. Man, we've flipped a lot, and I haven't flipped any of my.
Yeah, I still think I'm gonna go with the Catajack being
Well,
the correct play.
I draw a lot too.
Looking at it now, I agree.
Flipped that same chaotic card at least 3 times here.
I think that's the 4th time.
Especially because the double dash.
Yeah, I've played 4 friends. Well, 3
And-
different friends. and
Oh
you
no,
killed
the
them
double
all the
dash
same
doesn't
way.
allow for a double confront right now because
I think we'll go ahead and play Selena Blue here.
Oh, and now he's got eccentric to
for
deal
good
with.
measure,
Yeah.
let's play a Pinky Suns too.
why does she have
Great.
eccentric too as well?
Man,
I don't know. Why did Old Money have Meticulous too?
Up to 10. And turn. We'll go ahead and use Selena. It's a same day delivery.
God, I hate this same day
And we'll
delivery
exhaust
density.
her as well. Up to 8.
2 tokens.
Your turn.
Really good as the game goes on.
So this is going to be interesting here. Let's see. Bugle's got a flop and a Magicite to play
Especially when
with
I
here.
have 17 cards
Yep.
left in my deck.
Hey, yeah, that's the thing.
If he starts with the Magicite, well, no, because that eccentric is there.
Yeah, if he belly flops, it's going to be the Selena at home, I think. And the Pinky Sense does give him an option to put the Magicite on top, so
I think you just bank because with the amount of force you have in Thunder Lane and two plushie dashes in the single turn, because all you have to do is get that double face off.
yeah, but you're staring down the barrel of quite a few threats here.
And I agree. But
I'll
like
pass.
yeah.
Really? Okay.
There's not a ton you can do right now, I don't think.
I mean
Ready cards.
you could have
Need
attempted
5,
to play
Meticulous 1.
two Daybreakers into it.
Yeah, and as Bugle says in chat, he's actually getting
Yeah,
very
I
close
guess
to
we'll keep
just
that.
mismating for the win here.
Yeah.
Draw a card.
Uh, 15 away.
Draw
If
Selena Blue. Draw 3.
Yeah, if Bugle ended up with a mist main off of either of these Selenas, I think he just wins.
Yep. Throne was put into the wrong
Look, it's the
color.
same
It
menu.
obviously needs to be a blue card.
Sick of them yet?
Very.
Oh, both mixed moons are in the discard.
Okay, I think
Right,
the line
you're
here
running the
is
2.
pay 2, return a
He was
mist main
running
from
the
your discard
3
pile.
last game.
Let's see
That's-
here.
Yeah, 3 cards. Same day delivery. Yellow Parasprite. Same day delivery. Ouch.
They're gone. Mine are fine, but whatever. Did you see them?
Oh yeah, I guess that is true.
Oh no, he does need to play
Guess
the
that
entry.
was a little bit
All
silly.
right, so there
Jumping the
wasn't
gun.
game on board at this point, but
It wasn't 14, it was 15.
Oh, that's right. You can get Miss Main back. I forgot about that.
Now, there is most definitely a clock about to get set here.
Guess we'll pay 1 to play Gyro.
Yeah.
You're not going to go fetch entry. What are you up to here? The
Just
same
grab
day?
a
It's probably a same
CPO.
day.
Is that the card I want?
Well, I think that depends a little bit on you on Bugle's line of play here. Like if he goes and grabs a same day delivery, you can just put that back on top with Selena after his score phase, get 2
I'm gonna
tokens,
look
and
at
then
you.
just sit there
I'm still
and
searching. I'm
grin.
gonna look at your discard.
That's fair.
I don't know. What do you do about
Well, we
this
kept
if you're
things
Joshington?
interesting, at least.
I don't
You
think
got
you have a
way
ton
more
of
points than
options here.
Pancake.
Oh, throwing shade.
Ugh. Yeah,
okay.
he destiny drained my Kata Jack pretty early, and that was just game.
We'll find a belly flop.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
Just
Just hyper efficient removal, preventing any kind of things
proceed
to
to
going
Scoreface.
on.
In front for 1. End turn. Discard 2 cards, which we'll put on top of our deck. This one and
That's gonna be the cutie pox, probably.
this one.
Yeah.
And we'll exhaust Twilight in the. Go ahead.
Shenanigans. Oh, hello. Too little, too late, though.
Yeah. Maybe if it had been fetched out with the Grogar.
I mean, that just would have gotten it cracked earlier.
So I will
No, 'cause
jokingly
he-
do the calculation.
He had the Kata Jack
What are
immediately
the odds
afterwards.
You win next turn. 100%. Okay. Oh, I ran the numbers. That's what counts.
We're up against basically 4 pieces of interference against confronts here.
Yeah.
You can play all of it.
Well,
This is not looking good. It's really
Yeah,
not.
I don't think there's I don't think there's anything even in the farm deck that could deal with any of this. If he was able to Big Mac earlier with scope, maybe, but at this point,
Might help it a little bit, but no, not with the Selena out here.
yeah. At this point, it's just waiting for the hammer to fall. Waiting for the guillotine to drop.
Yeah, Jeffington's got to sit here and do all the math.
I have to choose whether the risk is worth losing now or losing in a moment after now.
Yeah, all right. So I think the math has been
Huge
done.
risk, huge reward. Bugle. There's a great variance in the outcome.
Sure.
I think I'll lose now. Daybreaker.
Daybreak.
Into main phase it is.
I think I just, yeah, we have responses. We'll throw Gyro at Daybreaker.
Okay, wait, let me think.
I believe that did some wrinkling of the math.
Yeah, that prevents it entirely.
Yeah, because you need the plush dashes.
Daybreaker.
Another one, huh?
More of the same?
Oh,
I mean, just keeping you off of 4 blue seems pretty nice, for being honest here. I'll throw the Selena at home at her and pay for it.
such a hero. Well, I can't do it anymore. I could only last through one trick, which is a laughably small number of tricks. Game. I can get 1 point.
You will go up to 15 tokens.
Or I could bet that somehow you don't win.
You only need 13 to win off Miss Mains.
I mean, I feel like at this point, the responsible thing is to make that bet. Maybe you muck it up.
Maybe I mean, it's possible. Play to your outs.
You are historically an awful player. Yeah, back to you.
Back to me. Okay. Gain 5.
You have no interference
right,
here,
not
so I
even
think
Selena.
Bugle just does the Miss Main charge.
So there's almost
Yeah,
no
we'll
reason
draw
to do
that.
it without the main phase in there.
And we proceed immediately to the no. Let's double check your discard pile. Oh look, a bunch of cards that you can't play. And a Sophocles attack, I guess.
Very important.
Not that that will matter.
Yeah.
You could scare that Miss Main. It'll deny me the white red.
Blue has
Ah.
Okay,
no capability.
well. Here goes nothing. Hey, one, I'm gonna play a Singing Barrel and I'll make my main white.
In response, I'll play Join the Herd.
Okay. You wanna make your main a color too? Oh. Yellow. I guess yellow is the most powerful color in core. I'll return.
Regrettably,
Singing
it is
Barrel to
not
my
the most
hand.
powerful color in Harmony.
Missed main for win.
Or win.
Okay.
Well done.
Flap.
How many more tricks did you have?
Magicite and Magicite.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I was sitting there going, do
CPO
I
on top.
find
Gonna happen.
the belly flop just for the super security? I find Misfire. And I'm like, your discard doesn't matter. Yeah.
I think if I had drawn Staff of Sacanis, I could have won.
You only have one of those,
Those
though.
0 Staff of Saconuses you had left in the deck.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is, if I had put more in my deck, I
Yeah.
had an out, which is, in my defense, kind of neat.
And he's also got a Mayor Mare in his discard, so.
Yeah. And,
Alright.
and those kinds of decks, those kinds of matches are always interesting because it gets to that point I mentioned earlier where it's like, all right, as the farm player, I bank. Then you spend 5 minutes watching the opponent do their stuff. I bank.
I might go get a glass of water. Let me know if you do anything.
Yeah.
I thought you might find that match a little exciting. Personally, I thought Josh had a pretty good shot at it.
Oh yeah, no, and like.
Yeah, there was a bit where I think it just kind of turned into inevitability, and
Yeah.
you got to keep the momentum up, and if you lose it, just oof. Bugle not having white for a good chunk of the early match, I think, was really instrumental in that.
Yes, the fact that Bugle cast a single crack. He played a single crack, and maybe not even that had Josh just went and found something. I think that was huge to that matchup.
There was a turn, like toward maybe 2/3 of the way through the game, where Bugle essentially had to draw for an answer to a Daybreaker, and he found it. He had enough AT to find it. But if he hadn't, that very well could have swung the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But having the Selenas constantly means he's just generating consistency like mad.
Right. Selena was definitely a carrier that game, sure. He had one in the game, in play like pretty much the whole game.
Yep.
That and Kitty Fox Outbreak. Those are the two MVP cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this matchup, certainly.
It was one of those things where like it's weird watching another player play your deck, and you're like, you've got all the tiny little difference in plays that you would go for and whatnot, and like I really like that play. But yeah, those matches just get so grindy for the farm player, and it can be rough because you're just, all right, well, do you have something now? Do you have something now? Do you have something now? But it was pretty well played on Josh's part. He did really good for it.
Yeah, the consensus between the players and before the match was pretty much the same as what you guys were saying. It seemed pretty clear that Bugle had the edge in terms of deck construction, but the match turned out much closer than I think either player were expecting.
So having watched it, I don't think it was. I definitely think it was always in Bugle's favor, but I didn't realize just how. If Bugle gets desperate for white, that match turns very different.
Yeah, if you can keep him out of white, that's going to be a vastly different game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is Bugle.
Yep.
Bugle likes him his pink-white.
I'm not so sure about the problem deck for Josh too, but I guess it is geared far more towards aggro. Like I like to have more control in my farm deck, so I always throw blackmail into my farm decks in Harmony.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if that came up, that would have changed things kind of significantly.
Yeah. And they churned through, like, I think that was the most problem churning I've ever seen in a Harmony match.
Well, they both replaced once.
I know.
Which, yes, very true. Usually
Well,
don't
yes,
see
against
any of the problem decks in Harmony Match.
yeah, against that kind of control deck, the fact that you replace problems at all is still like, wow,
Yeah.
got some distance there.
Oh, that's right. We did replace Dodge's problem twice.
Yeah. Yeah. Thought that was the case.
Oh.
No. What? That was really interesting.
Congratulations, Bugle. You're the winner of the Invitational. 3 matches over 2 months. There is no hidden prize. I'm sorry, I wasn't saving anything to reveal at the end. Just the bragging rights.
I mean, those count for more than like all the rest of it combined, other than maybe getting on to the Salt Cup, but there were only 8 players here.
Yeah.
True.
And I will take having lost first to number 1. I can be satisfied with that.
It's fair enough.
And made really, really bad reads when it came to meta call. Screw combo. I am teching against combo super hard. Oh wait, there's one combo deck in the entire game.
It's all farm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're looking at that's another one of those like prisoner dilemma things. You look at this and you're like, well, I could run a combo deck, but
Yeah.
Anyway, before we sign off today, I just want to say a big thank you, I guess, to you guys first for joining me.
Mhm.
It was relatively short notice for both of you, so definitely do appreciate that. Thank you to all of our players making time in your schedule over the course of these 2 months. Thank you to all the people who helped me do commentary. Grand Pause, Pages, who else? Cheese. Bugle did once, that's correct as well.
Hey.
And thank you as well to everyone who watched any of the matches. Always appreciate it here or on YouTube. The rest of the tournament will be coming up there in a couple of days. It was a real fun time to put it on. I definitely want to do it again next year. But otherwise, it's time for the new Dawn meta, I guess.
Woo.
It's
spoilers,
time to-
you're gonna watch out for orange.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, next week, slightly earlier in the day, will be the Meticulous Talks set review. That should be fun.
Oh
White
boy.
Farm. What did I say?
I believe you mean White sitting there and just being like, our queen says no.
I think you mean White Farm.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be another thing. There's
Yeah.
at least one Acellus list out there that's gonna be real interesting.
Yep. That's my first thing I'm gonna try and build, but it's looking to me like it just doesn't have the staying power. But it'll be fun to run for a bit.
Be fun to
It's a whole new meta.
try a lot of things.
Yep.
And meanwhile, I think we're about done for tonight. That's either of you. Is there anything else you want to add?
Ponies are cute.
Sunset Shimmer is cutest.
Hard to argue with either of them. All right. Well,
I will digress.
Yeah.
all right.
Well, thanks for having us on. This was a lot of fun. And thanks for
Yep.
hosting the tournament.
Thanks for running this. It's been a ride.
All right. All right, everyone. Happy Halloween and good night.
Nightmare night.
What a fright.